What is up, Alfonso Nation? It is Alfonso Peterman here today, and welcome to another video review. In this particular video, we're going to be doing something I haven't done in a long time, and that's right, toy unboxing and reviews. Guys, I have returned to the toy reviewing and toy unboxing, and it's so fun. If my voice sounds a little bad, I do apologize. I am still recovering from the surgery, but I am still trying to get videos out to you guys, and this is a way that I wanted to do that. In this particular video, we're going to be taking a look at Deluxe Class Barricade Premier Edition for Transformers The Last Night. This is a part of the Wave 1 figures. But before I begin, I do want to give a quick little shout out to an Instagram user. For those of you guys who are on Instagram, you guys knew that there was a review coming. You guys expected this, but you didn't know what the figure was or who the guy was. And I kind of played a little game with you guys and asked you to guess who do you think is the next figure. And many of you guys said a lot of great guesses, and I thank you all for playing the little game. But there is one winner, and the first person to guess this correctly is Clothing. So I want to give a shout out to Instagram username Clothing. I want you guys to follow him. And Clothing actually has been very active on Instagram, a very active Alfonso, very active supporter. So I do want to acknowledge Clothing, and if you guys have an Instagram account, go follow Clothing. I have his information in the description box below. So without further ado, we're going to get to the review of the particular Transformers The Last Night Barricade. So for the packaging, you got the clear plastic where you can see him in all of his glory, and then you have the big red Transformers logo. You got the beautiful art of him that kind of like extends to the edge of the box. Got his name at the bottom, Transformers The Last Night, and the Premier Edition badge. On the top, you got Megatron, Berserker, and Barricade, and the Decepticon hieroglyphic is what I believe. On the side, you got the Decepticon logo, as usual, another Transformers name, and on the back you got him in his robot in vehicle form and other deluxe figures that you guys can get along with this barricade. So, and on this side, of course, you have a description of him. He is a sinister trickster. That is what he is described as, and that is some beautiful art of him on the side as well. Flipping under it, there's not much under it but some information about the package. But yeah, guys, that's really all for the packaging. It's very simple, but I love it because it's very sleek, very simplistic. I love the new packaging that Hasbro has released with the new figures of The Last Night. So we're gonna go ahead and take this guy out and see how he looks in hand. And here we have Barricade out of packaging in its full glory robot mode. And I gotta just say, the first thing I said when I took this guy out, I was like, "Aww." It was more like a "aw, how cute" type of feel that I got when I opened it. Because he is a pretty tiny guy, but I mean, for the most part, I mean, this guy looks great. Look at the little Barricade. I really enjoy it. Like, he looks really good. I really enjoy watching Barricade in the movie. So we're gonna move this aside just a bit, and we're gonna just kind of go into the depths of the character. In terms of the body sculpt, you can see there's a lot of really beautiful dark blue painting. You got the red paint and the blue paint for the light bars here. If you look deep into his eyes, into his soul, the windows of his soul, you see he does actually have 4 eyes, and they are red. Coming down to the leg part, very basic leg sculpt, not anything big. You got the nice, oh my god, the beautiful sculpted. I love the detail on this gun here, the handgun. And if you zoom out just a bit, you can see, I'm gonna kind of like angle it towards you guys. You got Serve on one fist, and you got Protect on the other fist. Now, it kind of threw me off because I thought he was, to punish and enslave, but now he also has Protect and Serve, so he kind of gives you the best of both worlds. You got both slogans on this figure, and I really enjoyed seeing that. He is pretty tiny. He's not the biggest figure, but for a deluxe figure, I gotta say he's a pretty good size, very decent size. This guy looks great. Flipping him around to the back, check him out. You got this backpack, which obviously is the hood of the police car with the light bars on the horizontal pane. And I like this guy. I really do. He looks great. Just to do a quick little size comparison, Unfortunately, Age of Extinction did not feature Barricade. He was not in Transformers Age of Extinction, but he was in Transformers Dark of the Moon, so I want to compare him with the deluxe figure for Transformers Dark of the Moon. Let me see if I can get him to stand up. There he is, guys. So that's a comparison, Barricade versus Dark of the Moon Barricade. As you can see, Dark of the Moon Barricade is taller, but he is a bit skinnier, so I would say this Barricade is a lot more stockier. He's more thick and shorter, whereas the Dark of the Moon Barricade is more skinny and taller. But I gotta say, in terms of detail, I prefer the Last Night figure in terms of detail. So there's a quick size comparison for you guys. I'm gonna flip them around to the back so you guys can see how they both look from the back. What I will say though, I do appreciate how they kind of broke his back up into pieces. For the Dark of the Moon figure, kind of gave him more detail, or instead of you just leaving him with this big huge backpack, it would have been good if they could just kind of break these up into constituents and kind of have them fold a certain way to give him more detail on the back. But that's how he looks. What I also love about the Dark of the Moon figure is that he does have the police numbers, whereas this one is kind of just plain dark blue. I do like a simple design, however, I do like detail as well. So a good balance of simplicity and detail is very important for especially deluxe figures. But overall, I think this guy has the best detail. I think because obviously you see that he does not have the bumpers. The bumpers actually rotate backwards for the Dark of the Moon figure. But I do want to say that the Dark of the Moon figure looks slightly taller. Personally, if I had to choose the better design, I'm going to go with the Last Night figure. Mainly because I love the new design of the body sculpt itself in general, and I also love how thick and strong he looks. Like, he looks small, but he's tough. He looks small, but he's skinny. The Dark of the Moon looks small and skinny. So that's a comparison with Dark of the Moon figure. And also, to compare him with another Last Night figure, I'm going to compare him with Premier Edition Optimus Prime Voyager class. Now, as you guys can see, there is quite a difference there in terms of size. But I love the scale because you guys have to understand these are deluxe versus Voyager versus Leader. And I love how Barricade is almost to shoulder length. He's not completely, but he's like almost to Optimus Prime's biceps. That's like the top of his shoulder. And you got Optimus Prime towering over him. But in terms of the figure itself, like I said, love the guy. I love the detail on Barricade. I'm gonna try to put a light on him real quick so you guys can see the detail in the specific details. I want you guys to take a good look at it. Hopefully this light right here is gonna help you guys see the detail a lot better. For a deluxe class figure, I gotta say he looks great. I'm just gonna be honest. And here he is in his vehicle form. Now, I gotta say, I actually love the vehicle form a whole lot more than I love the robotic form. Like, I just think the vehicle form is just so nice. It's so simple and detailed. You got the, of course, you got the same light bars, which is really his chest right here. You got clear plastic for the windows, which I think I wish would have been, like, more blackened out. And that's how I feel like with most characters, most figures. You got the weapons here that kind of you can do that if you like, but it really goes like that. I am in love with this vehicle mode. Oh my gosh, you got the to punish and enslave on these sides here. I'm gonna snap that back into place. There we go. You got to punish and enslave right here. You just got just beautiful detail. I'm gonna compare this vehicle mode to the Dark of the Moon Transformers vehicle mode, and as you can see, there is quite some differences. Now, I gotta say, I actually prefer the Dark of the Moon version a lot better. I love the detail on the car. I love the protruding. I love the two different police bumpers. I love the big words that covers the entire door. I love the bigger door. You guys can see the bigger door. It's two bigger doors. I love the the translucent, and I mean, it really stands out. The light bar here, and this one looks more plain. And I do love, in terms of the back of the vehicle, again, detail. You got the 643 at the bottom left. You got nothing here, and back here you got police, and again, nothing back here. So I just really prefer the Dark of the Moon version in terms of the vehicle mode, but in terms of robot mode, I prefer the Transformers, the Last Night version. And obviously, to do another comparison, I'm gonna set Dark of the Moon. I mean, Dark of the Moon rolls really well, by the way. I mean, this guy is really good with roll. He is very good as well, I must say. He is a bit louder, as you can see. A lot louder. And I'm going to compare him with Optimus Prime Voyager. You can see the size comparison. It's almost like the same size as Optimus Prime would be with Bumblebee. So I really can't complain with in terms of size. In terms of size, really good size for a deluxe figure, especially in this car mode. What I just noticed is that they basically went with a more thick and stockier figure rather than a slim and tall figure, as you guys can see the difference here. So yes guys, overall I do love the Transformers The Last Night figure. It's a beautiful figure, great size for a deluxe class, great detail. I love the paint job. I love all the accessories you come with. I would rather, you know, like his police baton here, and then you got his Cybertronian pistol. I would have loved for these guys to have more detail on them. They have great detail in terms of like the engravings on the weapons. Like the barrels have really nice engravings, but I would like a better paint job. But that's something that you can do custom. So yes guys, that is the review for Transformers The Last Night Deluxe Class Barricade. That is how I feel about it. Of course, I didn't really mention, but it did come with this pamphlet here. Beautiful instruction pamphlet to tell you how to transform it. Transforms in 12 different steps, looking great, looking wonderful. I'm loving it, and that's some beautiful art right there. So yes, you have the instructions that come with the figure. And yes guys, that's pretty much it for the review. I just wanted to highlight on this particular figure because this was the only one of the few figures that I would have gotten for Wave 1. I'm not really big on the Wave 1, but the Optimus Prime, Voyager here, and then the Deluxe Class Barricade. If I had to give this figure a rating on the scale from 1 to 10, 10 being really awesome and 1 being not that great, I'm going to give this figure a solid 8 out of 10. I do enjoy the figure, but again, there were some things like the detail in the painting and the design of the figure that they were lacking in. But yeah guys, that's all for today. I just sorry if this wasn't like the best review. I'm still recovering from the surgery, not feeling 100%, still kind of feeling bad a little bit, so I'm trying the best I can. But yes guys, that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like on it. You have no idea how much I had to go through to get this whole thing arranged and get it together, especially with the way I'm feeling. So I truly hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like on it, show me some love and support. Drop some comments and let me know what kind of figures are you expecting to get next. What figures do you want next? What are you anticipating basically? So yeah guys, as always, my name is Alfonso, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.